Hey guys, this is Jared with Lightshine 3D Services. I wanted to do a tutorial to answer some questions on using the center feature for engraving with an Epilog laser using Epilog dashboard or job manager, whatever you want to call it. And so I've got a Corel Draw file here that has just a sample logo. Notice that my page size is set to 4 inches by 4 inches. Typically, I'll make a page size that's close to the engraving size that I want. I'm personally not a fan of making the page size the entire laser bed. There's some projects that I do that for, but most of the time for tumbler engraving, I make it a page size that's close to the image size that I'm engraving. So in this case, it's 4 by 4. I just center my image into the page. That's not necessary when you're using center engraving, but it does make it. At least it helps you kind of organize it in your head a little bit better that this is going to all be centered onto the tumbler or whatever object you're using. So in this case, 4 inches by 4 inches. I've got my image here. I'm going to now go to print, and I'm going to make sure that I'm on my Epilog engraver. Now, make sure your page is set to match orientation and size. There's an explanation of all that, I believe, in the user manual, but this is all set up correctly. I'm going to hit print, and now my dashboard's going to open. Now, you'll notice that you have your preview, you have your processes, an advanced tab, and notes. This advanced tab is what you're going to go to, and now it has your center point options. Instead of saying none, we're going to use center. Now, you could use different options here, such as left center, right center. Center seems to make the most sense. If you know where your logo needs to be centered on your tumbler or your item, just put the red dot there, and then this is going to work. Now that when we go back to preview, you'll notice that our screen has now changed. We no longer see the entire bed. We only see the page size that we had, and we see that our image is perfectly centered here. And so now this center option will be part of the process. So when you send it to your FusionPro laser, it will actually show an icon. Your center icon will be there. And I like to test it with the lid up to make sure that it's going to move exactly where I have placed my red dot and set it as my center point. And any process that has this center option, it will use the center point that you've set in the machine. Any process that doesn't have the center option will just treat it as if you're placing your engraving based on the dimensions or your layout on the page. So it's super helpful. Hopefully this answers any questions you may have. If you wanted to get back to the advanced and then turn off your center engraving, when you go back to preview, you'll see that now this is just assuming that it's in the top corner of your bed. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Give it a try and give me some feedback if it works or doesn't work for you. Thanks.